Hey everyone, welcome back to Shilin Anubha Academy. I'm Anubha, a corporate trainer. If you are preparing for the Java interviews, you have come to the right place. In this video, I'll be covering some of the most frequently asked MCQs from top tech companies in past few years, and the questions are from Geek for Geek also. We will test our knowledge on some of the topics we have already covered in previous sessions or videos like static, final, enums, wrapper classes, Java architecture, and some basic topics like loops, arrays, operators, etc. So guys, these topics are crucial for coding interviews and mastering them can give you an edge in your job search. Here is how it works. I'll show you a question, give you a few seconds to think, and then we will break down to the correct answer together. So grab a pen, comment your answers below, and let's see how many of you get them correct. So guys, the first question is, which of the following is not a responsibility of the JVM? Okay, the options are managing the memory allocations and garbage collections, compiling Java source code into bytecode, executing the Java bytecode, and providing the security mechanisms. Tell me guys, what will be the answer? Think of the answers and you can write that in the comment block before I'll give you the answer. So guys, the answer is the option B, that is compiling Java source code into the bytecode, which is not the work of your JVM, rather this is the work of your Java compiler, that is Java C. How many of you get that right? Please write that in the comment block as well. So now guys, the second question is, what happens if a Java application is executed without installing the JRE? The options are, it will run normally, it will throwing the compiler error or a runtime error, and it runs only if JVM is present. Think everyone, what will be the answer? The answer is the option C. That means it will be throwing a runtime error. So JRE is required for running any of the Java application. Okay, now guys, this question is the output based question. Okay, tell me what will be the output, whether it will be 10, 20, or it will be providing me the compilation error or the runtime exception. Guys, please think of it and write your answers in the comment block. So guys, the answer for question number 3 is 20. Why? Because we are knowing that it is being written inside the static initializer block. This x is not final, it is only static. We can change the value of this x, but as soon as your class is going to be loaded, so before your main, the static blocks are going to be invoked. Okay, so in that case, your value of x is going to be initialized to 20, and if you are going to print the value of x, it is going to print 20 only. How many of you got that right, guys? Okay, so let's go with the next question. Which of the following is not true about the final keyword? A final variable cannot be reassigned after the initialization. B is the final method cannot be overridden. C is final class cannot be inherited. And D is a final method can be overridden in the subclasses. So guys, tell me what will be the output of this? The output is the final method can be overridden in the subclass, which is option D, which is wrong. Your final variable cannot be reassigned after your initialization. It is working as a constant. A final method cannot be overridden, and the final class cannot be inherited. Okay, so now guys, the next question is based on the wrapper class, output based question. What will be the output, guys? Will it be giving me the output as true, false, or it will provide me the compilation error or the runtime exception? Tell me what will be the output. You can write the answer in the comment block. For detailed explanations about these topics, guys, you can go to the detailed explanation videos what I have already posted in the same channel. The answer is, guys, false. Okay, why? Because the range of integer is going from minus 128 to 127, and here we are trying to compare the values 128, which will be giving the result as false only. Okay. So guys, question number 6 is once again the output based question. So it is based on loops, okay, and the operators. Tell me what will be the output in this case. Here we are using the post decrement operator, and what it is doing, guys, always decrementing the value. First of all, it is showing the value and then processing the value, and then it will be decrementing it. Okay, so what will be the output? The output will be B, which is 43210. Why? Because in the while loop it will be checking x minus minus x minus minus. Before processing it is 5 only, so 5 is greater than 0, condition is true, but now the value of x has been decremented to 4 before printing. So ultimately the value when you are going to print, it will be showing you 4. Then again your 4 is being compared with 0. So 4 is greater than 0, but again your value has been decremented to 3 before printing. So in this statement, when you are printing the value of x, then you will be getting the output as 3, and so on. So you will get the output 43210. Guys, now the question number 7 is based on arrays. Now tell me what will be the output in this case. Will it give you the value as 0, compilation error, garbage value, or the null pointer exception? Yes, everyone, try it. The answer will be 0, that is A. Okay, why? Because the default values of the integer arrays, okay, here will be giving all the elements as the value of 0. So that is based on the type of the data you are using in the arrays. So guys, default values here are based on the type of the data type here. If you are using integer, so default value will be 0. If you are using the double, the default value will be 0.0. okay, and in case if you are using the booleans, it will be taking the default value as false. Depending on the type of the data you are keeping in your arrays, it is never having the garbage value in that. Okay, now guys, the question number 8 says what happened when you try to create the instance of an enum using the new. The options are: it will compile successfully, it throws a runtime exception, it throws a compilation error, and it creates a new instance of the enum. So guys, what will be the answer? So guys, the answer is the option C. That means it will be throwing the compilation error. We cannot create the objects of the enums. Okay, the name constants of the enums are working as objects, and secondly, the constructor in enum is private. Okay, you cannot create the objects of the enum classes. Guys, in case if you want to go with much more details of the enums, I have already created the detailed video over the enums using the practical example, so you can go through that as well. So now guys, the very frequently asked question in the companies using the string class, what will be the output? This we have already discussed in details in our video over the string classes also. Guys, tell me, now write the answer here in the comment. S1 is equal to hello. I am creating the string S1 using the string literal. S2 I am creating with the new keyword. Now what will be the output if I am writing S1 equal to S2? Will it give me true, false, or some error or exception would be there? The output will be false, B. Why? Because equal to is checking for the memory references or the memory locations where you are storing the strings. Okay, your S1 is going to store the string in the string pool and S2 is going to store the string in your heap. So memory locations are not same. In case if you want to match for the content of the strings, then you have to use the equals or equals ignore case method. Now guys, tell me what will be the output here. I have created a string builder class. We have already studied about string builder also in details, and here I have created the string literal as hello here, and I'm trying to append. That means I am changing hello to hello world, and I'm trying to insert a comma also in between. What will be the output? Will it give me hello world with a comma in between, hello world, then after that you will be having the comma hello space then comma world, or some compilation errors will be there? The output will be, guys, the option number A. Okay, that is hello comma then space world. Okay, so why you are getting it? Because string builders are always creating the mutable strings. That means you can append the strings without creating the new object or the copies of those strings. Okay guys, let's move on to the next question. Which of the following statements about the heap memory is true? All the Java objects are stored in heap. Primitive data types are stored in the heap memory. Each thread has its own heap memory. Heap memory does not support garbage collection. Give it a try, everyone. The answer is option A. All Java objects are stored in the heap, okay? Because in the stacks we are always having the references or the smaller lived elements like the variables, but all the objects, arrays, strings we are keeping in the heaps. Okay, heaps is not the thread safe. Okay, why? Because the same area is going to be accessed by all the threads and the objects. Now guys, the output based question it is. Okay, I have created a class test and I'm having certain protected members into it, that is X and Y. Now guys, I am creating a main and creating an object of that class and trying to print t.x and t.y. What will be the output? I am not given the options in this case. You will tell me what will be the output. The output will be 0 and 0 only. Okay, why? As I have told you that here in Java the default values are depending on the type of the data. So here, since we have taken the integer data, so the default values will be 0 and 0. Now guys, the next question, again the output based question. Tell me what will be the output. I have used a loop here where I am going in the loop from 0, condition is 1 and then I++, and I am trying to print this hello. What will be the output? Give it a try, everyone. Write the answer in the comment box. The output will be giving you the compilation error. Why? Because here in Java the value 1 we are not considering for the conditions. Okay, for true it is not going to be converted into 1. If you are writing true in place of 1, then this is okay and your output is going to be printed. But in case if you are using 1, you cannot execute the condition here in the loops in Java. Okay guys, now the next question. Tell me what is the output of this. Here I am trying to call the method function, okay, fun, from the main. What will be the output? So guys, it will be giving us the compilation error. We have already discussed static methods in details in our static keyword in Java video. So guys, here what is happening, the main is a static method, okay, and it's trying to access the instance method of a class, okay. So we are already knowing that the static methods can only access the other static members directly. If it is required to handle the or call the other members, okay, which are the instance members of the class, so it needs to create the object first, and with the help of the object and the dot operator it can access that function. But since fun is your instance method, the main cannot access it directly, but with the object reference it is possible. Okay guys, now tell me what will be the output. In the next question, we are having fun function again. We are calling now. This time we have created it static, but inside it I have created one more variable x as the static, where I'm initializing it to 0 and I'm returning the value incrementing to that 0. What will be the output? The output will be again guys compilation error, because we cannot have the static members as the local to any of the functions. They are part of the classes. Okay everyone, what will be the output of this question? In this main I'm having temp which is being initialized to 40, and again I'm testing that into the condition if temp is equal to 30 and temp divided by 0 is equal to 4. So then it is printing 1, otherwise it will be printing 2. So what will be the output guys? It will be giving me 1, 2, or it will be giving me some runtime exception which is java.lang.arithmetic exception, or some compilation errors will be there. Try it guys. Please write your answer in the comment box before I reveal the answer. So guys, the answer will be 2. Why it is 2? Because here in your AND operator there is a rule, like in case if your first statement is going to be false, then it is not going to compare the second condition or the second expressions as well. Okay, so here temp is equal to 30 is false, so it is not going for the second condition. Otherwise divisibility by 0 is not allowed and it will be giving us the runtime exception. But in this case, since the AND operator's rule states that the first condition is false, it is not going to see for the second conditions as well. So the output will be 2, that is the option B. Now guys, what will be the output of this? We are trying to print the character A plus the character B. The output is C, 131. Why? Because it is going to add the ASCII values of the character A and character B, which is 65 and 66, and it will be giving the total of 131. Now guys, the next question. What will be the output in this case? So guys, the output here is ABA10. Why? Because whatever you are trying to add, that is with the strings, okay, in the starting, so they are going to be concatenated with the strings and you will get the whole string in just one go, which is ABA10. Now tell me what will be the output. Here the strings what we are concatenating is at the end rather than in the beginning. So what will be the output in this case? The output will be C, where it will be adding the floating point numbers first, okay, and giving the answers of course in the highest data type. So here we are having the float number as well as the integer number, so giving the output in the float, and ultimately then after you are having the strings which is going to be concatenated and you will get the output as 21.34 AB. Now guys, what will be the output? The output will be C. Okay, so guys, what is happening? String str here. Okay, str is actually the character array. Okay, which is like if you are trying to print that character array, okay, using str.toString. Okay, so it will not convert into the string, okay, because str is an object of the character array here, and what this object is holding is actually holding the address of the first character, which is I. Okay, so that is why it is going to print the address in the string format only. Okay, that's all. It is not going to be converted into the string. Now guys, the next question. What will be the output? Again, this is the array based question. The options are 0, -1, compile time error, or the runtime exception. We are trying to print the array's length. Length function is giving you the number of elements you are having in your array. Guys, the answer will be the option D. It will be giving us the runtime exception. Why? Because you cannot have the array size in negative. So it will be giving us the negative array size exception. Okay guys, now what will be the output of this question? Okay, where I am having the integer value as 554 and the string var is there, which is trying to convert this value into the string, and then I'm having the string temp is equal to 123, where again I would be I'm converting it into the integer. So what will be the output? And I'm like adding those numbers together. If you like whether you will be getting the output as 677 or you will be getting the compilation error due to the line 1, line 2, or with the or like by both of the lines. Guys, the option is D, because it will be giving you the compilation error due to both the lines 1 and 2, because there is no direct conversions are possible between the string and the int data type. You have to use the wrapper classes like integer.parseInt or toString ultimately to actually convert those values from string to integer and vice versa. So now guys, what will be the output? I'm having the double data and I'm trying to get it into the integer. Again, in this case, we will be getting the compilation error only, because again, automatic conversion from your double to the integer type is not possible. It will be giving you the lossy conversions. Now guys, the next problem, where I'm trying to print 100 divided by 25.0 into integer.parseInt, where I'm giving the string inside it plus 50. What will be the output? Integer.parseInt is absolutely correct, where I'm giving some numbers in a string format and I'm trying to convert that into the number. So no number format conversions exceptions would be there. That is absolutely okay. And if in an expression I'm having the double value, that means the greatest data type in this expression is double. So ultimately you will be getting the output. Okay guys, the very simple question, which of the following declarations are invalid? All, line number 1, 2, 3 or 4. Try everyone, give it a try. The problem is due to line number 3 and 4. So the option C is correct. Why there are problems? Because in the 2D arrays or in matrices, we cannot have the arrays with the empty sizes. We have to provide at least the number of rows. If you are not providing the number of column, that is absolutely okay, but number of rows needed to be provided. So now guys, the next question. Here I'm having the two final members, maximum and pi, and I'm setting those members into the different constructors, okay? And I'm trying to create an object T1 and T2 and setting those values using the constructors. What will be the output? Compilation error, runtime error, or the answer C or D? The answer will be, guys, A, compilation error. Why? Because as we are knowing that your final, okay, does not like need to be initialized at the time of declaration only, but yes, we are requiring the final members to be declared before its actual usage. Okay, so if you are having the constructor overloading, or might be the multiple constructors you are trying to create in a same class, so all the constructors need to actually initialize all the final variables, because we can create an object by calling any one of the constructors also. Okay, but if that constructor is not initializing any of your final variables, okay, so then there will be a problem. So it is giving you the compilation error only, that please initialize all the final variables before its actual usages. Now guys, what will be the output? Here I am having the final modifier, okay, maximum. I am calling m1 methods. Here m1 is printing the maximum value and it will be returning 1500 here, which will be set to maximum, okay. And here in your main, again it is going to print t dot maximum with the help of the object of the class test. So the output is going to be compilation error, runtime error, 0, 1500 or 1500, 1500. Okay guys, the output is 0 and 1500, which is the option C. Okay, so what is happening in this case? We are knowing that the final members are initialized just once, but here your final member is initialized first with the help of the JVM, where it is setting the value of this maximum to 0, and later on when it is calling the function, at that point of time it is actually getting the value as 1500. So 0 and 1500 will be the output. That's it for today's Java MCQ challenge. How many questions did you get right? Let me know in the comments below. If you find this useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Java MCQs and interview preparation tips. So guys, this was a quick revision of what all topics we have discussed till now. In the next video, we'll cover more conceptual topics first, and then we will be going to cover more frequently asked interview MCQs based on those topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding!